ton of rain has fallen over the Chicago area over the last 24 hours, but it has stopped here at Wrigley Field, and we are set, believe it or not, for Cubs baseball. It's a Hyundai leadoff man. The Rangers and Cubs will finish up a rain-shortened two-game set. Hi again, everyone. I'm Len Casper. Welcome to the leadoff man. We will start on time today, and let's hope we can get 9 innings in. The Cubs have already had 2 rainouts on this homestand, 2 and 5 through the first 7. After today, they'll hit the road for a 3-city trip starting in Milwaukee. As we go to break, time to check on our Hyundai Dealer Spotlight. It is brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to come test drive the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit myhyundaichicago.com.
On How I Met Your Mother, Barney and his friends have a way with words.
Suit up. Legendary.
Awesome! They speak their own language.
Cockamouse. Slap bet.
Spell out loud.
Phone 5. You didn't phone 5, did you? I know when you don't phone 510.
And Barney always gets the last word.
Inventing your own word shows creativity and vision. Visitivity.
On How I Met Your Mother. Tonight at 8 on WGN America.
Wait a sec. I found our colors.
We've made a decision.
Great. Let's go get you set up. We need brushes. You should check out our workshop.
Push your color boundaries while staying well within your budget walls.
I want to paint something else.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
They're Premium Plus interior paint only at the Home Depot and starting at $23.46 a gallon.
Both Tylenol and Bayer Advanced Aspirin are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bayer Advanced Aspirin blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bayer Advanced Aspirin.
Domino's makes pizza fast, 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry.
Klondike's 5 Seconds to Glory. Jim versus Baby Talk.
I'm your little hamster.
Climb in my pocket, little hamsty wamsty.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
The Hyundai Leadoff Man, brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to come test drive the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit myhyundaichicago.com. Welcome back to the Leadoff Man. This past Monday marked the 66th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking baseball's color barrier, and the man responsible for giving Robinson that opportunity, Brooklyn Dodgers president and general manager Branch Rickey. Now, Dean Richards helped us locate some very interesting footage. We're unsure of the year of the interview, but it appears to be from the mid-1960s. Jack Brickhouse and Branch Rickey.
Probably the thing you will be best known for, of all the things you've ever done in baseball, are number 1, probably the origin of the farm system, and number 2, you put the first Negro in baseball. I think at this time it might be appropriate and interesting to have you trace the story of the first Negro, Jackie Robinson, into baseball.
That can't be done in this interview and are hardly touched. But first of all, you ought to understand, and the world ought to understand, that there isn't any human being in America that's entitled to any credit whatever for giving another citizen of our country, I don't care anything about his color or the cephalic measurements of his head or his shin bones or anything else that would give another man a chance to make a living at the thing that he can do the best. No credit should come to me or anybody else about that thing. Montreal deserves credit. And above all, Jackie Robinson deserves credit.
Why
he was the one that had,
Mr. Rickey?
Well, it was a French town, and there was no discrimination. There's no prejudice in the city. everyone is accepted on the merit of what they are, their own dignity, their own personality, whatever they are, that they're taken on a merit basis. And that's the way that they ought to be taken in this country. That's our problem now. As far
Montreal was a Brooklyn farm town.
Brooklyn farms, we owned it. And they were marvelous about it. But you see, the man that carried the load during those first 2-3 years, more than that, was Jackie himself. He's not a natural in that field. Naturally, he's very resentful of any kind of mistreatment or insult or discrimination. He carries chips on his shoulders pretty nearly. And when he talks in anger, he talks regretfully. But he is a great character in that he was able to impose upon himself the restrictions that were necessary to carry that load for his race. He sensed that. He realized, and he did it. And nobody knows what he had to take. He's a wonderful person, that fellow.
Yes, we've met him many times.
So as we continue to honor the legacy of Jackie Robinson, we honor the late Branch Rickey as well. We'll take a look around the majors when we come back.
Go Olive Garden's new buy one, take one. Go for dinner tonight and take home a second entree for later. All for just $12.95. Choose one of 5 favorites like smoked mozzarella chicken. Then choose another favorite to take home, like new mezzaluna ravioli. So go for the food, go for the company, go for the breadsticks. Go for dinner tonight and take home a second entree. New buy one, take one. Just $12.95. Go Olive Garden.
Introducing McDonald's new Premium McWrap. Gorgeous fresh vegetables and juicy, delicious chicken wrapped up in a warm tortilla. One bite is like no bite you've ever tasted before. The new Premium McWrap. In 3 mind-blowing flavors. It's a whole new way to love McDonald's.
Show it off, America. Show off that belt you replaced. Show off the fuel pump, the oil change, the upgrade. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Both Tylenol and Bayer Advanced Aspirin are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bayer Advanced Aspirin blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bayer Advanced Aspirin.
Klondike's 5 seconds to glory. Jim versus Baby Talk.
I'm your little hamster.
Climb in my pocket, little hamsty wamsty.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
The Hyundai Leadoff Man, brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, who invite you to come test drive the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe. Visit myhyundaichicago.com. Let's check out some highlights from yesterday around the big leagues. The Brewers starting to heat up. Buster Posey hitting one off the pitcher Kyle Loesch. Gene Segura with a nice play. Yuniesky Betancourt with a home run to make it 3-0 Milwaukee. That was in the 3rd inning. Now we go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 3, and a former Cub, Blake Lally, with his first hit as a Brewer. Josh Prince would score. Brewers win 4-3 the final. They've won 3 in a row, and they're leading 5-0 over the Giants in the 3rd inning today. In Atlanta, the Royals trying to snap the Braves' 10-game winning streak. In the 7th inning, Royals leading 1-0. Chris Johnson with a blooper down the line. Chris Getz with a nice play as he nails Juan Francisco at the plate to preserve the win for the Royals. Greg Holland striking out Dan Uggla on a nice breaking ball. So the Braves' 10-gamer is over. They're still 12-2 on the year. After the Reds beat the Phillies in a suspended game, Brandon Phillips with a base hit in the 1st inning of Game 2. Zach Cozart in 2nd inning. Todd Frazier with a home run to right field. The Reds blow them out 11-2. It's their first series sweep of the Phillies since 1996. And as we mentioned, they had a suspended game before that. It took 9 minutes to finish as the Reds beat the Phillies 1-0. The Tigers and Mariners combined for 40 strikeouts. First time in Major League history. Both teams fanned at least 18 times. And the Pirates a 5-0 winner over the Cardinals. A.J. Burnett with a no-hitter into the 7th as the Pirates get the shutout. We'll have the Cubs hosting the Texas Rangers from Wrigley Field when we come back.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
In 2013, Little Caesars created a new deep dish pizza with a crust so deep and perfectly crispy on the outside that 3 Astros scientists shrunk themselves down in an attempt to understand it.
That's some deep crust!
Little Caesars, home of the $5 hot and ready pizza, proudly introduces the new deep dish pizza with 8 thick, crispy corner slices, hot and ready every day for just $8.
Pizza.
Up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up low. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with a refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Do you remember when we used to do lunch? Please. Today it was 2 raisins, and I found a cracker in the cup holder.
How about a flatbread in the front seat?
Didn't even have to get out of my car. That looks so good. I think your son just ate a pine cone. Jimmy, no!
Introducing flatbread grilled chicken from Wendy's. Warm grilled chicken on toasted flatbread in 2 bold new tastes. Better food for everybody from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
What's your name? Django. Then you're exactly the one I'm looking for.
Own Django Unchained, the new film by Quentin Tarantino, winner of 2 Academy Awards.
In my world, you gotta get dirty. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting dirty.
Django Unchained. Own it today.
Arrow takes aim on WGN America.
The guy in the green hood took out 3 armed kidnappers. Put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tomorrow at 7 on WGN America. Following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
From the very soggy corner of Clark and Addison, believe it or not, we are set for Chicago Cubs baseball here on WGN Sports. The Cubs and Rangers will wrap up a rain-shortened 2-game set, and we welcome Cub fans from all over the country watching on WGN America, America's home for baseball. And hi again, everyone. We got the canoes out today to get to the ballpark. Jim Deshaies and Len Casper. The Cubs have gotten great starting pitching throughout, even though they're 4-9 to start the year. And Carlos Villanueva gets the ball today.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup today. Villanueva, the right-handed crafty starting pitcher for the Cubs against the powerful right arm of Alexei Ogando. Both of these guys have spent more time in the bullpen than they have in the rotation in their career. You look at the numbers for Villanueva against the Rangers. 8 games, 2 starts, 1-1 with a 3.16 ERA.
And Alexei Ogando has been very good in the month of April. He's had 3 good starts to begin this year.
Yeah, 5-0 with a .169 in April. As I mentioned, a former reliever who could light it up at 97 miles an hour. We'll see if he brings that to the table as a starting pitcher.
Was a 10-game homestand. Now it's 8 after a couple of rainouts. Let's go down to the field. Time for our national anthem.
Lowry, Oregon, as they honor America with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The great Wayne Messmer as the Cubs wrap up a weather-challenged homestand. A furious ninth-inning rally just came up short on Tuesday night. They'll try to earn a series split against the Rangers when we come back.
Get more. More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British biting and kangaroo confrontations, baby blubber, freak accidents, ostrich races, mascot mayhem, local violence, hydroplaning, hammock havoc, airborne animals, athletic accidents, goofy golf, and kitten chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go. WGN America's here to help you brush up on your baseball slang. Meatball, an easy pitch right down the middle. Canicord, a high, easy-to-catch fly ball. Pickle, when a runner is caught between two bases. After the big game, if where to find something for everyone is the question, then Golden Corral is the answer. It's Golden Corral's Wing Fest, offering all-you-can-eat wings every night of the week, only at Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness and watch HD Baseball on WGN America all season long.
This is Kevin. To prove to you that Aleve is the better choice for him, he's agreed to give it up.
It's today?
We'll be with him all day as he goes back to taking Tylenol.
That was okay, but after lunch, my knee started to hurt again, and now I gotta take more pills. Yeah? Another pill stop. Can I get my Aleve back yet? For my pain, I want my Aleve.
Look for the Easy Open Red Arthritis Cap.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser. A reminder from Budweiser, great times are waiting, designated driver. Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer or go to shophonda.com for current offers. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Well, it's getting a little warmer. That's the good news. 61 degrees. Pretty windy. And the wind right now is blowing straight out to center. And the forecast, play ball. That's the big key right now, is to get this one in after the rain out last night.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I thought I would be doing today, but doing a ball game was not one of them. It's unbelievable that we're going to get at least some portion of a ball game in here this afternoon, given all the rain we have gotten. and what the forecast calls for, but there appears to be a window of opportunity, and boy, it sure would be nice if we could get an official game in today. And what a job the grounds crew has done. Man, the field looks great.
While we have a chance, let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Up late, watch something great or just greatly funny. Get your late night laughs with Scrubs, It's Always Sunny, and Futurama. Weeknights at midnight on WGN America.
So the Cubs take the field behind veteran right-hander Carlos Villanueva. That sign is back in business. A.J. Przinsky is fond of that, going back to his White Sox days. Kinsler, Andrews, Beltre. Adrian Beltre with a home run on Tuesday night. Nelson Cruz cleans up. There's A.J. catching. David Murphy will get his only start of the series. Moreland at first. Martin in center. What a catch by Craig Gentry to end the game. And Ogando's done a good job at the plate. He does the pitching.
Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively. It's brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Well, patrolling the pasture is De Jesus, Soriano, and Sherholz. It's going to be soggy out there this afternoon. Infield features Valbuena Castro on the left side, Barney and Rizzo on the right side, and Wellington Castillo will put down the signs for Carlos Villanueva, who has been really, really good. There it is. There's the Cubs defensively this afternoon.
So the Cubs are 2-5 on this homestand. This will be the 8th and final game. As you get a look at Villanueva's numbers here, he's been really good. 2 tough no decisions for him. Second consecutive tough no decision in his last outing. 3 hits and 7 1/3 against the Giants.
Yeah, outstanding effort. And then his first start was in Atlanta, a game in which he left with a 5-1 lead after allowing just 1 run in 6 2/3. But bullpen gave it up. He got a no decision. The Cubs ultimately lost that game 6-5.
So Miller, Buckner, Titchener, and Scott, today's umpires.
This game has a decided spring training B game feel to it. Understandable that there's not a lot of people in the ballpark given the weather conditions.
And here we go, a fastball for a strike on Ian Kinsler. 1 for 3 with a walk and a run in the opener on Tuesday. The rain out last night, we still don't have an official makeup date. Sharply hit ground ball, it'll get into right. And you play this thing like a 9-inning game. However, with the weather we've had the last 2 days, it would behoove the Cubs to score some runs early.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the managers take a more of a small ball approach earlier in the game than they normally would, thinking that it may ultimately be a 5-inning game. So a couple runs early could be huge. They will be paying a lot of attention to the radar as this game moves along to see what's coming our way.
Elvis Andrews, the shortstop, with a double play ball. And they turn it. Castro and Barney together for just the 2nd time after Darwin came off the DL on Tuesday.
Kinsler runs well, and he put some pressure on Darwin Barney, but he made a heck of a turn. Really got a lot on that throw to get to Speedy Andrews. We'll see it here. Good shuffle, a good break there by Kinsler, and he's in position to put some heat on Barney, but he's able to turn it and get a lot on this throw. They step behind the bag to get a little protection.
So it is Beltre, a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs on Tuesday night. We talked during that game about the losses in terms of this Rangers offense in the offseason. Josh Hamilton, Mike Napoli, Michael Young all gone, taking their 75 home runs from last year with them. On 2 bounces again, about the same exact spot as the double play ball. Castro gets Beltre, and the Rangers are done in the 1st.
Bluetooth and rear view camera come standard.
On the Honda Accord, Civic, CR-V, Odyssey, and Pilot.
How's the residual value?
Stellar.
What about the ride?
Smooth as the night.
Like a swallow on the Ganges?
Like a gazelle in the Sahara.
Comfort?
Like a fresh laundered sweater on a brisk autumn day.
Like a hug from Nana.
Love, Nana.
I can get all that now?
Sail in soon. A deal like this won't last for long.
I'll be out in the cold.
Like a wet pair of boots.
I prefer my boots dry.
So do I.
The really big spring event ends soon. Get a great deal now on a new Honda. KBB.com's best overall brand.
Both Tylenol and Bayer Advanced Aspirin are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bayer Advanced Aspirin blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bayer Advanced Aspirin.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above low. Yeah, we up in the
Come
clouds.
alive
Yeah,
with
we
the
up.
refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Let's look at the Cubs batting order, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. De Jesus has had a good homestand. Starlin Castro, 310. Where else would he be, right? Rizzo trying to get up into the 200s. Alfonso Soriano, good numbers against his former team. Scherholtz at 361 along with Wellington Castillo, Valbuena, Barney, and Villanueva.
Rangers defensively, Murphy, Martin, Cruz in the outfield. Solid in the infield. Beltre really good, as is Andrus, Kinsler rather. Moreland on the right side. Solid, and A.J. Brzezinski behind the plate.
And a strike from Ogando.
Converted outfielder, turned reliever, now starter, and 2-0 with a .08 ERA and 3 starts.
Interesting career path for the 6'4" righty. Wasn't allowed in the United States due to visa problems for 5 years, from 05 to 09.
Yeah, he got caught up in some kind of an illegal visa scam thing in the Dominican Republic. Got a big arm.
On one hop, Moreland will field and get it to Ogando.
Last year, working out of the bullpen, Ogando's fastball, average fastball, was 97 miles an hour. He's not done that this year in the starting role, so he's backed off the accelerator a little bit. But he can get it there. Also has a pretty good slider and a straight changeup.
It's from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican Republic. Here's Starlin Castro. 9-game hitting streak. He has 7 10-game hitting streaks or better since the start of the 2011 season.
So they may be adopting a pitch away, play away strategy with Castro here. Fastball away there. The outfield is shading the other way for him. See Martin out there, a couple of steps towards right center. Cruz off the line, so really bunching, taking away that right center gap on Castro. And the rain has started to come down gently.
Well, I hope everybody is all right. And your basement is okay as Castro draws the walk. And stay tuned to WGN all day long. We will keep you posted. Tom Skilling and our WGN weather and news teams are all over it. Brought his umbrella. That, by the way, is the first walk of the season for Starlin Castro in his 59th plate appearance. Ball 1 on Anthony Rizzo. lot of flooding in the area. You can email us at LennonJD@Tribune.com. We're on Facebook and Twitter as well. I have a feeling a lot of people deciding to work from home today with the game on as well. And we appreciate that. Foul tip.
And now that the game's on, perhaps work a little bit less.
Yeah.
We'll do our level best to divert your attention.
Fouled back. You mentioned Roger Baird and the great grounds crew here at Wrigley Field. We're so fortunate this playing surface was modernized a few years ago. If we still had the old crowned playing surface, this ballpark would have been underwater.
Yeah, there'd be puddles out there.
We would have had no shot. Full count, 3-2.
Counter, sometimes you like to put a runner in motion. The downside, of course, is Ogando is a strikeout pitcher, and you're always fearful of the strikeout throw-out double play.
There goes Castro. Line to Moreland. That'll be a double play. Rizzo did everything you're supposed to do. Hit the ball hard, but he lines into a double play to end it.
We put the slap in your slapstick. We put the split in your side splitting. We give you your kicks with Kicks. America's funniest home video starts at 7 tonight on WGN America.
This changed my life. It's not a cigarette. It looks and feels like a real cigarette. It draws and tastes like a real cigarette, but without the smoke, the ash, or the flame. This is the 21st Century Smoke. It delivers nicotine with smooth puffs from a water-based vapor that dissipates quickly and leaves no odor. So you can use it almost anywhere without offending those who are sensitive to smoke. And that is life-changing. 21st Century Smoke. True smoking pleasure, available everywhere.
Foot odor? Get odor eaters. Spray, insoles, powder with 3 active odor and wetness fighters for all-day control. Odor eaters. No shoes, no problem.
Actually pretty tasty. It's from Special K. It's only 240 calories.
New Special K flatbread breakfast sandwiches.
You guys can come back tomorrow. It'll be fantastic.
A breakfast revelation. What will you gain when you lose?
Your favorite comedy, sports, and movies, all on WGN America.
Scoreless after 1. Cubs fan, if you want to manage the game along with Dale Swaim, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you're watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by the Great Escape Pools, patio sets, play sets, hot tubs, and more.
Couple of double plays in the first inning. One a ground ball, the other one a line-out double play.
Talk about the chance of a strikeout throw-out double play here. It's a line drive to the first baseman with Castro running on the 3-2 pitch. A good swing of the bat by Rizzo. Just an unfortunate break for the Cubs.
Nelson Cruz acquired from Milwaukee way back in 2006. And he grounds one into left. All-Star in 09, the ALCS MVP in 2011. So they've had the leadoff man on in each of the first 2 innings. And there aren't a ton of people here because of the weather, but Cub fans who are here booing A.J. Pierzynski.
Yes, it'll be a small but spirited crowd here today. You know, if you're at the ballpark today, you love it. And there's a fair number of Ranger fans here, too, so it's just going to be kind of fun.
Rangers have 2 former Chicago catchers on their roster. Giovanni Soto, the former Cub, is AJ's backup. Cruz at first. Nobody out. The kick and the pitch. It's outside.
Pierzynski off to a good start, hitting better than 300, but he was 0 for 4 here the other night. A game that was started by Travis Wood. He was outstanding yet again.
Dale's very happy with what the starting rotation has done. The bullpen, a much different story. The Cubs starters with a 3.20 ERA. The relievers over 6. Runner goes, lined right to the pitcher, Villanueva. That'll be a 1-3 double play. Well, the manager's being aggressive early on, and because of a couple of lineouts, it's bitten them both.
What a weapon, the lineout double play. They don't work on that one in spring training. That bites the Cubs and now the Rangers. Good swing of the bat by Pierzynski, but the glove save. And then the double play.
A little snow cone action from Villanueva. David Murphy did not start on Tuesday. The first time he hadn't started this season. Off to a slow beginning at 160.
The irony, in those situations, you're running primarily to stay out of the double play. That's why you're starting the base runner.
Murphy had a very good year last year. One of 4 American League players with a 300 average, a 380 on base, and a 475 slugging.
Because of all the firepower in that lineup, he kind of goes unnoticed. A good, solid player.
Going up and in on the 1-2, and he pulls it way foul.
So a pretty quick bat on that inside fastball, so you take a lesson from that. If you're going to go in there on him, you make sure you get it in on the hands. Keep it tight.
Scattering in the first place dugout. There's Gio. Good to see him back here at Wrigley Field. Another 1-2 is high and away.
Carlos Villanueva from 2011 to 2012 saw his strikeout rate go up by more than 3 percentage points. That's or just 3 strikeouts per 9 innings. That's a major leap for a guy who's been around a while. Normally at this stage of your career, you kind of are who you are, and he missed a lot of bats last year. Cannot sit fastball here if you're Murphy.
3-2. Changeup is rolled to Barney, and this will end the inning. Leadoff single, no runs for the second straight inning for the visitors.
May I ask you a question? I don't kill for myself. Don't try and con me. There's no way you could get away with it. I'm starting to think that this death was staged. Look, bing, reality.
Full Intent, weekdays at 5.
Sometimes my skin gets really irritated with me because every day I put it through a lot.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Makeup, pollution, weather can all wreak havoc on skin, and that's why I love Simple. No dyes, no artificial perfumes, no harsh irritants. Only our purest possible skin-loving ingredients. It's perfect, even for sensitive skin. Is your skincare simple? Find out more at simpleskincare.com.
Introducing McDonald's new Premium McWrap. Gorgeous fresh vegetables and juicy, delicious chicken wrapped up in a warm tortilla. One bite is like no bite you've ever tasted before. The new Premium McWrap. In 3 mind-blowing flavors. It's a whole new way to love McDonald's.
Charcoal went out already? Forget it. There's more barbecue time in every bag of Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford, slow down and grill.
Watch How I Met Your Mother tonight at 8.
I'd love to.
On WGN America.
These starting pitchers are going to get ready between innings fairly quickly here. I'm sure the umpires have told everybody, let's make sure we at least get 5 in today. Foul strike on the Cubs cleanup hitter. Still looking for his first RBI.
One of the things the hitters have to guard against, you get into this speed-up mode, the sense of urgency, thinking that there may be some heavy rain coming and you want to get the game in, but you don't want to sacrifice at-bats. You want to make sure you're swinging at strikes.
The wind in the 1-1. It's blowing outside. The Cubs were supposed to face right-hander Justin Grimm, a rookie, last night. But with the rain out, Ron Washington deciding to push Grimm back and go with Ogando, who is scheduled to pitch today anyway on his normal rest.
Ogando has been throwing so well, you want to try to keep him in rhythm.
Facing the Cubs for the first time, although he did face them a couple of times in spring training. Full count, 3-2. In fact, gave up a home run to Darwin Barney and Alfonso Soriano in Mesa on March 19th.
There you go. Castro got his first walk today. Maybe Soriano will hit his first bomb. Not this time.
It's Elvis Andrus. Not a good throw. Moreland, however, kept his toe on the base.
Andrus back on his heels a little bit, fielding this ball, heaves it across the infield, and Moreland just able to maintain contact with the base.
Treat your guests to an awesome view of Wrigley Field from the Budweiser Bleacher Suite. The Bleacher Suite features a sports bar atmosphere with new TVs, high top tables, and windows that open to give you the atmosphere of the bleachers in your own private room. It can hold up to 100 guests and includes food, drinks, and parking. For more info, go to Cubs.com/suites or call 773-404-4200. Nate Scherholtz into the right field corner. Should be extra bases as he stays hot. And he's going to stop at second with a double.
And aside from the starting pitching, I guess you would say Nate Scherholtz has been the best story for the Cubs here in the early going. One good at-bat after another. Ogando tries to beat him with an inside fastball, and Scherholtz able to open up and hit it hard. I think he was contemplating trying to go to third base here on this ball, but settled for 2. Probably a wise decision.
So Scherholtz now with a 7-game hitting streak, and it's the catcher Wellington Castillo got hit by a pitch the other night just above his ankle. Talk about close calls. If the ball had hit him about an inch or so lower than where it did, that could have been a problem. Breaking ball strike, 0-2.
I suspect David Bell, Gary Pettis, the third base coach for the Rangers for that matter, will be very aggressive today, sending base runners Any base hit to the outfield, they're going to have to come up and throw a wet ball.
Base hit in the right. Sherholtz is going to be stopped by Bill.
Except for one like that. The ball is hit just too sharply. And Cruz is on it too quickly for David Bell to send Sherholtz there, especially with just one out in the inning. A good swing, though. Castillo's pretty adept at getting on top of that high ball.
So he's hit a 9 of his first 11 so far this season. And we'll see if Valbuena can get Sherholtz to the dish with the first run. He went around. Dale Scott said so down at third. Knocked down, and Castillo thought about heading to second. I think I caught Dave McKay on one of our field microphones saying no, stay right where you are.
This ball not so much blocked by Przinsky as finding Przinsky off the shin guard, and fortunately for him, it stays out in front of him.
Wow, that hit him, but did he swing? He did. It's a strike. That is a painful strike for Valbuena. That's the second time he's either been hit or almost been hit and actually swung at the pitch. I think it's a good call. Now, is this that he's just not reading the break? Because that's the second time in this at bat.
Yeah, a little cut fastball. I think he's just with the man on third base. He's, you know, a little overly anxious. Wants to get that bat started because Ogando throws so hard. He's trying to cheat a little bit on a fastball, and he's not able to get out of the way or check his swing on the slider. 50% of the time, the Cubs have cashed in these situations. Valbuena's been one of the more patient hitters in the league in terms of pitches per at bat. He's walked 8 times.
Way out in front. Still 2-2. Still flexing that leg. Not too many times after you're hit by a pitch do you have to continue your at bat. How about almost never? Unless you foul one off yourself, I guess. Another one bounced foul.
Well, you know, as a hitter, I think you would push for. Can we just call that a neutral? You know, I won't take my base, but don't call a strike on me either. Is there any way?
A let.
Yeah,
like in tennis.
Yeah, exactly, a mulligan, just a do-over. Putting up a good battle.
Good to see Darwin Barney back in the active roster. Activated Tuesday night. Almost won the game. Lined out in the bottom of the 9th inning with the bases loaded. Another 2-2. That's high and it's full. So Dale has a decision to make. Does he send Castillo here?
Trying to get him to chase that high fastball. He fouled off the previous one, this time able to lay off, and you could, you know, you could understand if the managers were a little gun shy all of a sudden with these line out double plays.
There goes Castillo. Base hit into right. Cubs have the lead. Not only does Sherholtz score, but Castillo will replace him at third. That's a 2-for-1 for Valbuena.
Can't be scared when you play this game, and you can't be scared when you manage this game. If Your mindset is to start the runner. You can't let those line drive double plays affect you. But look at this. This is almost another one. Moreland leaves his feet, almost snags this line drive. But all's well that ends well for Valbuena. He didn't get to take his base, but he gets a knock and an RBI.
And another long at bat for Valbuena. Another chance here with Barney. When he hit the line drive off Joe Nathan in the 9th inning, I thought it was going to get down, but he had some backspin on it. It held up just enough for Craig Gentry to make a game-saving catch. That ball gets by Gentry, 3-run score, and the Cubs win.
And the ball was down a little bit. Darwin had to go down and get it with that. You know, when you take that kind of a swing, you tend to impart some backspin on the ball, and that's caused it to stay up just long enough.
The 1-1 missed. He said he was thinking this is why you play the game going into that at bat, but the way it ended, he said, felt like I got punched in the neck.
I didn't feel good at all. Get punched in the neck.
No.
I don't think I've ever been punched in the neck.
I hope you never do.
Don't really want to try it either.
Fouled off. It's 2-2. The pitcher's on deck. 3 straight hits here with 1 out to give the Cubs the lead.
And the pace of the rain has picked up a little bit too.
Missed outside. It's full. 3-2.
Agano's got a live arm. We've seen some fastballs at 95 miles an hour. His command has not been particularly good yet today. He's misfired with the fastball. He's not really getting swings and misses on his changeup.
I figure Valbuena will be on the move here. He is.
Would have been ball 4, and that's one of the downsides of starting that base runner. There's some hitters get a little jumpy in that situation. If they know the base runner's going, they'll expand their strike zone a little bit.
Darwin is a very aggressive 2-strike hitter. Does not walk a lot. Valbuena goes again, and Barney strikes out, and Przinski is not going to make a throw. So Valbuena will get a stolen base. Actually, Luis was trying to get caught in a rundown. He wanted AJ to make that throw to try to steal a run with the pitcher coming up. That's a smart play. But AJ wasn't biting.
Again, this ball way out of the zone. Barney is hard self-defense with that swing, but it was a swing, and you see the break by Valbuena, and then he breaks it down. They're not covering second base in the infield, so there was no intent by the Rangers to throw through in that situation anyway. It would have been fun to see Valbuena just stop halfway and just see how the Rangers then reacted. Carlos got a little bit of that most interesting man in the world look going on.
Not gray yet, though. He's still got a few more years for that. Two strikes on him. And the 0-2 called strike 3 to end the inning. Cubs do get 1, and it's 1-0 after 2.
Arrow takes aim on WGN America.
The guy in the green hood took out 3 armed kidnappers. Put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tomorrow at 7 on WGN America.
Show it off, America. Show off that alternator you replaced.
Show off the battery, the brake job, the rebuilt 454. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
You vote. Go home.
Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
Both Tylenol and Bayer Advanced Aspirin are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bayer Advanced Aspirin blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bayer Advanced Aspirin.
At Longhorn, we don't just do bacon. We do bacon on bacon. It's 5 juicy steaks, 1 tasty price, $11.99. And try our steakhouse lunch combos, like our sirloin peppercorn melt, only $7.99. Cue the spin of the chair. You can't fake steak.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go.
Start to the season for Nate Scherholtz. Started a second inning rally with a double and would come around on the Luis Valbuena base hit.
Will it be enough? We could be halfway through this game right now and don't know it.
I think we're going to be all right. That's my guess.
Yeah.
A very uneducated one at that.
The irony is today was supposed to be weather day at the ballpark. There was supposed to be a clinic, right?
There was. It was canceled due to the
due to the weather.
Early morning rain. Here's Mitch Moreland. I didn't ask Zonk, but I'm assuming there is no relation, or we would have known about that. Cubs radio analyst Keith Moreland. Keith's from Texas. Mitch is from Mississippi. Went to Mississippi State. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss.
Villanueva's, he's kind of like that Forrest Gump line. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Any pitch, any count when you're facing Carlos.
Moreland stays alive. Make sure you check out our baseball blog, Len and JD's blog at WGNTV.com. Sponsored by Jeff Vukovich, your nationwide insurance agent serving the area for 34 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Number 1 for Carlos today.
Two-seam fastball. Drifting back to the inside corner. Good sink on it.
Got a post on the blog. Some good news, bad news for the Cubs through 13 games. Leonis Martin getting the start in center, sharing time with Craig Gentry. Strike called.
Martin has proven to be a good solid hitter coming up through the minor leagues. A defector from Cuba, been on the national team in Cuba. Good athlete, runs pretty well.
Rangers number 4 prospect according to Baseball America. They were the 2012 Tops Organization of the Year last year. They've got a lot of really intriguing prospects, and he's one of them, and he's here.
He did not have enough at bats to qualify, but if he did, he would have led the Pacific Coast League last year in OPS and slugging. He's up over 600 in terms of his slugging percentage.
That caught the corner, much to Martine's chagrin.
That's that two-seam fastball again.
He might have thought it was low, but it wasn't. Where's the on-deck hitter? Does Ogando know that he has to bat in a National League park? He's nowhere to be found.
Somebody better let him know. They're letting him hide, stay out of the rain. He's tucked in there somewhere.
Barney backhand, strong off-balance throw to get him. That's why he won the Gold Glove last year. Nicely done.
Wet track, wet ball, no problem. Throwing up some dirt clods as he breaks to track that ball down, but a pretty play by Darwin Barney.
You alluded to it earlier. Ogando played the outfield early on in his minor league career, and he has hit safely in all 3 career games in which he's had to bat. 3 for 5, all singles. He wasn't that bad in the A's and Rangers organization. He had 259 before he converted. Swing and a miss. Villanueva goes 1-2-3. Carries a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the 3rd.
Domino's makes pizza fast, 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry!
Foot odor? Get odor eaters. Spray, insoles, powder with 3 active odor and wetness fighters for all-day control. Odor eaters. No shoes, no problem.
I suffered with psoriasis for years. Then my doctor recommended psoriasin.
Psoriasin relieves itching, flaking, redness, returning skin to a healthy appearance. Psoriasin, doctor recommended for complete symptom relief.
Aha! Someone read my post about that new bakery place, right?
No, it is a grilled chicken on flatbread from Wendy's.
Wendy's? Oh, wow. Yeah, hold it up.
Show me a little more chicken, a little less face. Oh.
So have to tweet it.
Or we could eat it.
Introducing flatbread grilled chicken from Wendy's. Warm grilled chicken on toasted flatbread and 2 bold new tastes. Food worth talking about from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British Biting, Kangaroo Confrontation, Baby Blubber, Freak Accidents, Goofy Golf, and Kitten Chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
The 8th annual Chicago Cubs Charities Race to Wrigley 5K Run, presented by Athletico, takes place on Saturday, May 11th. Starting at Wrigley Field, participants will run around the neighborhood, finish under the legendary marquee at Clark and Addison. This year, runners who raise $1,000 or more are able to run a post-race victory lap around the warning track. Participants who raise $500 or more can enjoy brunch inside the stadium following the race. To register, visit racetowrigley.com.
DeJesus fouls away, underway in the Cubs' third.
That was one of the more exciting foul balls you're ever going to see. There's another one. The ball goes into the second deck, off the chair, and then right to this guy. Endured all the raindrops, but he got himself a souvenir.
Oh, 2 offering.
No, he didn't.
You are correct. A lot of life on that Ogando heater.
We talked about him earlier making the transition, and he had been a starter earlier in his career, so he's gone back and forth between the rotation and the bullpen. And last year out of the pen, he was averaging 97 miles an hour. So far this year, 93 miles an hour, and he's throwing a lot more sliders and changeups. And that stands to reason. When you work an inning at a time, you could throw 97. You tend to just go out there and turn it loose. Now, as a guy who's got to work his way around batting order 3 times or so in a ball game, got to mix it up a little bit, preserve a little energy.
Well, off to a fantastic start this season, back in that rotation. The next one is low, 2-2.
He's made 33 career starts now, so basically a full season worth of starts. In his starting assignments, he's 15-8 with an ERA of 3.28. That's doing that, pitching in real tough pitcher's environment in his home ballpark.
That'll be a fair ball for DeJesus. That ball's going to have a lot of mud on it as it's picked up by Cruz. DeJesus on his way to third. And he's in with a triple.
Gotta love those leadoff triples, especially from your leadoff man. You got 2, 3, 4 coming up. You're trying to go away with the fastball. It's in and up a little bit, and DeJesus is very good up there. It's interesting, most guys who aren't really tall are good high ball hitters. Really tall guys are good low ball hitters generally.
Well, in horse racing parlance, the base runners today need to be good mutters. That infield dirt's starting to get pretty damp. Infield in, Castro takes a pitch in that dirt.
And I don't think, if the weather isn't what it is, Ron Washington has his infield in this situation. If he's convinced we're playing 9 innings, he probably keeps his infield back. But given that it might be a 5-inning game or so, he's going to pull him in. Treat the third like the 7th.
That gets away. Here comes DeJesus, and the infield can move back with nobody on after the Cubs get their second run. Well, good to see the Cubs score a run on a wild one.
I'm just going to say, we've seen just a spate of balls going to the backstop on this homestand. Is that the right word? Spate?
Yeah, that's a really good word.
Does that work?
Yeah, used perfectly, properly.
I took a shot, threw it out there. AJ was late. He did not move his feet.
(3-0) on Castro. Took his first walk of the season, his first time up. And just to prove the point here, JD, spate is a large number of similar things or events appearing or occurring in quick succession.
That's a spate of walks for Castro today.
Here's Mike Maddox, and let's take a look at the Cubs Ford upcoming schedule. Brewers are looking to sweep the Giants. They've got a big early lead, and we'll be in Milwaukee this weekend. We won't have to worry about the rain with the retractable roof. We'll be on the U tomorrow night, and we'll have Sunday's game as well here on WGN Sports. Ford, go further in any one of Ford's many fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com.
Maddox out there advocating for his pitcher. They're going to throw a little diamond dry down, try to tighten things up on that mound. Yeah, it looked to be a pretty good pitching matchup in Milwaukee this afternoon. Matt Cain for the Giants, Giovanni Gallardo for the Brewers, but it's been all Brewers 7-1. Gallardo has homered, as has Ryan Braun and Jonathan Lucroy.
While we have a moment, let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Because you can never watch just one. Saturdays are all about Law and Order. 8 full hours of crime, mystery, and this sound. Saturdays starting at 11 a.m. on WGN America.
Some fun in the rain today. Gondo will get a couple of warm-up tosses just to make sure that landing spot is up to snuff. Also want to send out happy 79th birthday wishes. Joe Schmidt cheering on the Cubs, watching up in Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, bonjour, Joe.
Happy anniversary. 56 years, Robert and Treva Mabbitt. 44 years, Dick and Lexi Mabbitt. They're all from Sheldon, Illinois. As Rizzo fouls away.
Rizzo's had success attacking that first pitch. All 3 of his home runs this year have come on first pitches.
Way inside on Rizzo. It's 2-1. Drilled out into deep right center, and that baby will go to the back of the bleachers. He crushed it. And it's 4-0.
My goodness, did he lay into that one. This went a long way, and it did not take a long time to get there. 2-1. Belt high fastball. Look at that explosive swing. Wow. That's a real big fly there.
4th of the year. Villanueva with some good run support early as he seeks his first win as a Cub. Still nobody out. And some early action in the Ranger bullpen as Soriano foul tips.
You know, we've had this conversation a lot already because of all the cold and rainy weather we've had. And we talk about, you know, the mental part of it, being able to deal with adversity. And it's tough for a pitcher because you pitch once every 5 days. You really get geared up for that start. So it's, you know, it's kind of a bummer when your turn to pitch and it's an ugly day and it's rainy and slippery and sloppy, but you got to overcome it. And I'm not accusing Ogando of not being mentally tough. I'm just saying it's one of the things you have to deal with as a pitcher.
Well, standing in the Cubs clubhouse around 10:40 or so today when the pitching coach Chris Bosio went up to give Villanueva the weather update and basically told him, we've got a window and assume at the moment that we're going to start on time. He did not want his starting pitcher to relax thinking, well, we're going to sit here all day. That ball out in the deep left center for Soriano, his first of the year. 2 birds with 1 stone, the first homer and RBI. They go back-to-back.
Looking for that first RBI all year long, and he really hasn't had that many opportunities with men on base for a cleanup hitter. Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands and drive yourself in. Ogando had not allowed a home run yet this year in his first 3 starts, but the Cubs go back-to-back on him.
Jeff Samardzija loves it. Career homer 373. It's also his 165th as a Cub. Nothing now, and Sherholtz swings and misses. Just once I would like to be in the dugout, or at least hear Soriano chirping after hitting a home run. I'm told it's pretty good. Another day in the show, babe. His teammates love him.
You love those guys that bring the energy to the ballpark every day. Love to play the game. And you think, well, doesn't everybody feel that way? These guys are playing baseball for a living. But no, there's some guys, it's like a task. It's like a burden.
Never is for Alfonso.
Been saddled with this ability to play Major League Baseball.
Off the foot of Sherholtz, that makes it foul. Hit well to right, but he pulled it, I think, too much. Boy, that ball almost came back fair. The wind gave it a chance. Off the bat, I thought that would be 5 feet, 10 feet foul.
Well, usually when you see a left-handed hitter hit the ball down the line like that, it's got some hook spin that's going to make it go even further right. This ball stays fairly straight, and then the wind holds it up. Not quite enough.
He was a foot away from the Cubs hitting 3 consecutive home runs. Rizzo and Soriano have connected.
Cubs have been on Ogando the whole game. Go back to that first inning, walk to Castro, line out Rizzo, turned into a double play, but they've hit a lot of balls hard.
Chopper past Ogando. Kinsler will pick it up. And that's the first out.
The Chicago Cubs baseball summer camps offer children ages 5 to 13 of all abilities the ultimate Major League experience for 7 one-week sessions in various Chicago area locations. Join fellow teammates for a week of top-notch baseball instruction, exclusive access, and unforgettable moments. Visit Cubs.com/camps to sign your future Cub up today.
Short afternoon for Ogando. Veteran Derek Lowe coming on when we come back. All Cubs early.
Charcoal went out already? Forget it. There's more barbecue time in every bag of Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford, slow down and grill.
Go Olive Garden.
Garden's new buy one, take one. Go for dinner tonight and take home a second entree for later. All for just $12.95. Choose one of 5 favorites like smoked mozzarella chicken. Then choose another favorite to take home, like new mezzaluna ravioli. So go for the food, go for the company, go for the breadsticks. Go for dinner tonight and take home a second entree. New buy one, take one, just $12.95. Go Olive Garden.
Oh, we up, up, up for the glow show. Yeah, we down, down here on the ground. Yeah, we up, 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 up above low. Yeah, we up, up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Do you remember when we used to do lunch? Please. Today it was 2 raisins, and I found a cracker in the cup holder.
How about a flatbread in the front seat?
Didn't even have to get out of my car. That looks so good. I think your son just ate a pine cone. Jimmy, no!
Introducing flatbread grilled chicken from Wendy's. Warm grilled chicken on toasted flatbread in 2 bold new tastes. Better food for everybody from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
Stay tuned for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass, always in moderation to life, love, and loot. Chris Collins back home. He's from Northbrook, and he is the new men's basketball coach at Northwestern.
And the new pitcher is veteran right-hander Derek Lowe. And that's usually his MO. He likes to sink the fastball. A return to the bullpen for him, a job he did years ago with the Red Sox. He was their closer for a couple of seasons.
He had a 42 save season back in 2000.
Good solid run as a starting pitcher, typically double-digit wins, won 21 games for the Sox in 2002.
Base hit into left. Wellington Castillo's 2 for 2. Valbuena gave the Cubs the lead with an RBI single in the second. Hard to figure out this game. Cubs offense struggling so much. Getting that big hit with a runner in scoring position early. Just scoring in general in the first 6 or 7 innings. Moreland gets the out at second. Relay throw, not in time. We'll go 3-6 on the force at second.
Yeah, I think if that at-bat lasted a little longer, we would have seen Dale Swain put a play on there. Lowe, an extreme ground ball pitcher for his career, has gotten better than 3 ground balls for every fly ball out. Always wary of a double play when he's on the bump. Valbuena hustling down the line, able to beat the Rap at first base. Yeah, you know, I think we've seen signs of it, though, in this homestand. The bat's coming around some. Better at bats, more solid contact from a number of the Cub hitters. You know, the weather warming up a little bit.
In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike on Darwin Barney. Darwin has 9 career home runs. They've all come in this ballpark. Much better here than on the road last year. 303 at Wrigley, 206 away from home. Foul pop off of first and out of play.
It's fairly typical for most guys to be better in their home ballpark. You know, be like a basketball player in your home gym. You know, you get used to shooting at the same basket, the field of the court. And the same thing for baseball players. They find a comfort zone in their own park.
On the ground, Kinsler for the final out. The Cubs get 4 runs. couple of home runs in the inning. I guess raining home runs. That's the easy line, right? Cubs lead 5-0.
At LegalZoom, you can take care of virtually all your important legal matters in just minutes. Now it's quicker and easier for you to start your business, protect your family, and launch your dreams. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
What's your name?
Django.
Then you're exactly the one I'm looking for.
Oh, Django Unchained, the new film by Quentin Tarantino, winner of 2 Academy Awards.
In my world, you gotta get dirty. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting dirty.
Django Unchained. Own it today.
At Longhorn, we don't just do bacon. We do bacon on bacon. It's 5 juicy steaks, 1 tasty price, $11.99. And try our steakhouse lunch combos, like our sirloin peppercorn melt, only $7.99. Cue the spinning chair. You can't fake steak.
Introducing McDonald's new Premium McWrap. Gorgeous fresh vegetables and juicy, delicious chicken wrapped up in a warm tortilla. One bite is like no bite you've ever tasted before. The new Premium McWrap. In 3 mind-blowing flavors. It's a whole new way to love McDonald's.
She wasn't there. I left a voicemail.
You left a voice, but it wasn't male.
How I Met Your Mother, tonight at 8 East.
Come out and enjoy beautiful Wrigley Field all season long. Tickets are available for the next homestand that'll feature the Padres, Reds, and Cardinals. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com. And we're due some great weather on this next homestand after the Cubs head off for a 3-city trip: Milwaukee, Cincinnati, and Miami. 5-0 the score. Rizzo and Soriano with home runs. And the 0-1 to Kinsler is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Villanueva has faced the minimum because of a couple of double play balls. A conventional 6-4-3 double play in the first and a line drive double play in the second.
Hit well to left. Soriano back to the track, and it'll go. Third row of the bleachers for Kinsler, and the Rangers are on the board.
One thing you have to guard against when you get that big lead is getting a little too aggressive in the strike zone. You don't want to walk people, obviously, when you have a big lead, but you got to be careful. Kinsler's got legitimate pop out of that leadoff spot. He's very quick inside. He can even get a ball away and pull, but this ball drifts back over the heart of the plate. It's a changeup. And it floats right into his swing.
He has 5 extra base hits this year. They've all left the ballpark. It's 5-1. And a strike on Andrews. Rangers have gotten to 9-5 largely based on their pitching, which they haven't gotten today as Andrews grounds out. Think of them as a high-powered offense. They led the majors in runs last year. They're the only team left that has not put up a 4-run inning this year. The Cubs just put up 4 in the last half inning.
Yeah, well, Josh Hamilton obviously has moved along. Beltre got off to a slow start, as has Murphy. I doubt that they'll lead the league in runs scored again, but at the end of the day, I think they're going to end up being a pretty good offensive club.
2-0 on a very dangerous hitter, Adrian Beltre. Slightly closed stance as he waits for the pitch, pounds it on the ground. Balbuena backing up a little bit to his left to get the out.
Nice recovery by Villanueva after the home run. A couple of quick ground ball outs. Hitters sometimes are the best pitching coaches. You make a mistake, they crush it. It's a little bit of a reminder. Oh yeah, get on top, get the ball down, stay out of the middle of the strike zone.
Australia loves the Cubs. I think maybe there's some Brewer fans in Australia. David Nielsen played there a long time back in the 90s.
Yeah,
Graham Lloyd.
Graham Lloyd. They had the first all Aussie battery when those two paired up in Milwaukee.
Big swing and a miss.
There's that any pitch, any count from Villanueva. The 2-0 changeup. Cruz cheating on a fastball, was way out in front.
After the slow one again, couldn't get it. 2-2. Fastball at 89 with some rising action.
Yeah, just overthrew it a little bit after the two soft ones. Figured that he had slowed his bat down and tried to hump up.
Called strike 3, and the inning is over. Kinsler led it off with a home run, but the Cubs have a 5-1 lead.
Oh, he's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's going to help take care of his expenses. And us? We're going to get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at DuckTherapy.com.
Research suggests cell health plays a key role throughout our lives. One-A-Day Women's 50 Plus is a complete multivitamin designed for women's health concerns as we age. It has 7 antioxidants to support cell health. One-A-Day 50 Plus.
In 2013, Little Caesars created a new deep dish pizza with a crust so deep and perfectly crispy on the outside that 3 Astros scientists shrunk themselves down in an attempt to understand it. Little Caesars, home of the $5 hot and ready pizza, proudly introduces the new deep dish pizza with 8 thick, crispy corner slices, hot and ready every day for just $8. Pizza.
Sunday on WGN America. A series wraps up on the south side of Chicago as Paul Konerko and the White Sox host Joe Mauer and the Twins. White Sox, Twins. Sunday, 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Cubs leading 5-1. Ian Kinsler getting the Rangers on the board. We're popular in Australia. Trying to figure out if it's the Australia we know about, or is there one like up in northern Wisconsin or something? A little small burg near Sheboygan.
They got G'day on their deal.
Yes, so I think that gives it away.
Yeah. See if they have any Vegemite with them, and then we'll really know.
I think someone just told them you're on TV.
What was that?
What in the world was
Bill
that?
Miller.
Bill Miller.
That was an umpire's balk, I believe. That was awesome. He's going to ring him up. Nope, not going to.
Swing and a miss.
I love it. That was great. Upon further review, I've changed my mind. This is great. He looked like he's about to go all Leslie Nielsen and Naked Gun and start moonwalking back there. And then, no, we're good.
Villanueva's reaction just priceless. What? Leadoff triple by DeJesus in the third, and he scored on a wild pitch. Well, you mentioned the word irony earlier. I'll use it again. This has been the best weather day we've had on this homestand in terms of the temperature.
Yeah, that's right.
The wind is coming out of the southwest right now. We're not wearing jackets. We're wearing long sleeves in the booth, but it's about 61, 62 degrees. Very comfortable.
Comfortable, yeah. You would take this any day in April.
I never thought I would say that when I looked out my window at 8 o'clock this morning and saw a river down my street.
I know. I thought there's no way this game's going to be played today.
Low with a 3-1, and that one's hammered deep to right for DeJesus. And it's going to be off the notch out there, the knot hole, I should say. And he's got a triple and a double in 3 trips.
He's just playing pepper with the right field wall. So he picked on the high velocity stuff of Ogando. Now he goes down and gets this sinker from Derek Lowe. So the Rangers do not have an answer for David DeJesus this afternoon, who's locked in.
He got off to a very slow start on the opening road trip, but has heated up here on this homestand.
After having an outstanding spring training.
Castro has walked both times and has scored a run. He hits a ground ball to Kinsler down to a knee. Lots of time. 2 outs. DeJesus now at third.
That would have been a heck of an at-bat if there were nobody out when he took that swing. Advanced DeJesus to third base. But that 2-out sac fly doesn't do a whole lot for you.
And Rizzo gets hit by the first pitch. Lowe immediately digging some dirt out of his spikes. Maybe a bad landing spot there.
Yeah, always difficult to tell what's in the mind of a pitcher, if there was malicious intent or not here on the guy with the big home run last time up. But if it was, Lowe really sold it well because he immediately went to the spikes. I don't think he was throwing at Rizzo there. I think he was trying to throw one of those 2-seamers where it starts it at the left-handed hitter and has it run back to the plate.
Soriano with a ground ball to the shortstop Andrews. He will lob to his double play partner for that final out. Cubs strand 2, lead 5-1.
Domino's makes pizza fast, 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry!
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
You go home.
Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
Wait a sec. I found our colors.
We've made a decision.
Great. Let's go get you set up. We need brushes. You should check out our workshop.
Push your color boundaries while staying well within your budget walls.
I want to paint something else.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
They're Premium Plus interior paint only at the Home Depot and starting at $23.46 a gallon.
At Longhorn, we don't just do bacon. We do bacon on bacon. It's 5 juicy steaks, 1 tasty price, $11.99. And try our steakhouse lunch combos, like our sirloin peppercorn melt, only $7.99. Cue the spinning chair. You can't fake steak.
We are back. The 5th inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, creating contemporary solutions for a better banking experience for everyone. Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, member FDIC.
5-1 lead, 5th inning now. Key inning when you think about the weather. Cubs can get out of this inning maintaining the lead. That would be a good thing.
Game would be official. Villanueva will have qualified for the W. This guy's not really threatening right now, though.
Poked foul by Przinski. Did you know a starting pitcher could go 4 innings and get a win? I've actually witnessed it. I believe it was in Cincinnati a few years ago. I can't remember the starter for the Reds, but the Cubs and Reds played 5 innings. Now the starter went 4 and got the victory. It's the only way you can do it. Scherholtz on the track makes a catch. A little treacherous out there. You see some puddles on the warning track.
So is that the rule that in any rain-shortened game, a starting pitcher does not need to pitch 5 innings?
Yeah, I don't know the exact rule and how it's stated, but that is the case, yes.
Yeah, I really think that for those of us that follow the game, study the game, pay attention to the numbers of the game, if way back when this whole crazy thing got started, if they didn't even tag pitchers with wins and losses, we would have been better off in terms of analyzing guys.
And that's coming from a former starting pitcher.
I know. Who had some years where I won more games than I deserved. But I think that's, you know, when you analyze pitching, wins and losses should be way down there on the list. Too much luck involved.
Well, let's go back to Friday. The Cubs beat the Giants 4-3. Kyuji Fujikawa got the win. 1 inning, 3 runs. Carlos Villanueva, 7 1/3, no runs, got a no decision. Fujikawa happened to be the pitcher on the mound when the Cubs won the game. Just the way the rules are. 2 outs.
Change up or backdoor breaking ball to get Murphy there. It's really the only position, you know, they talk a little bit about a quarterback's 1-loss record, but not so much. Maybe a goaltender, but the starting pitcher more than any other position in all of sports, really, they focus on that 1-loss record for the individual.
1-0 on Moreland. Last year, Mitch Moreland led the majors with 9 home runs from the 9th spot in the batting order. He's hitting 7th today.
Yeah, it speaks to the depth of their lineup last year. Hey, look at that little guy. He's already working on the renovations. Is that an iron-on shirt he was wearing? Do they still make those?
I don't know. That's a good question. I had a few of those.
Yeah.
Inside.
One with, that was a big deal. You get your mom to iron on the. I had one that had every football team and one that had every baseball team.
Don't know if I'd put that thing right there after sticking it on a chair, but it's just me. 2-2.
You can tell he's with Dad. Dad's not, you know, if Mom was there, she'd be like, son, get that out of your mouth. Dad's like, hey, how's that taste? Give me a bite.
Swing and a miss. That's the inning. Villanueva struck out 3 of the last 4 he has faced. Nothing like being a kid at the old ballpark.
It's the end of an era.
All the parties, the stories.
I'm gonna miss your smell.
You were my first.
What? I knew it. I knew it.
It's true.
Oh, man, I'm sorry I broke your leg.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Whoa. Check out this new couch.
Sir.
I'll get it together. I promise.
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
I'd say happier than the Pillsbury Doughboy on his way to a baking convention.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above. Yeah, we up in the
Come
clouds.
alive
Yeah,
with
we
the
up.
refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Why is Kellogg's Crunchy Nuts so delicious? Because every flake is double toasted, splashed with sweet honey, and covered in rich double roasted peanuts. Yummy. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut. It's super delicious.
42 is the #1 movie in America. It's full of grit and edge. A must-see film. It will make you believe in heroes again.
I'm just a ball player.
No, you a hero. 42, the Jackie Robinson story. Rated PG-13.
How I Met Your Mother tonight at 8. That's what your mom said. On WGN America.
Is it getting any better than this?
The 5th inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, creating contemporary solutions for a better banking experience for everyone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. Well, we're official. It's a ball game. As we continue on here in the bottom of the 5th, Cubs leading 5-1. Derek Lowe just trying to keep his team somewhat within striking distance. After the starter, Ogando went just 2 1/3. In on the hands, and Sherholtz pops it up. Beltre makes the catch.
A good complimentary pitch for his sinker is that cut fastball in, and he just jammed Nate with a good cutter there. Well, the Rangers, you know, they're fully aware of the bullpen struggles the Cubs have had, so I imagine in that dugout they feel like if the weather holds off and if their relief corps does the job, they've got a fighting chance to come back in this game. It's important for the Cubs to continue to add on.
Another pop-up. Castillo into shallow right, drifting over into center. It's going to drop. 3 Rangers were there and nobody caught it, and Castillo's 3 out of 3. All three guys fairly unfamiliar with this ballpark. The wind playing some tricks.
That ball in the air a long time. This ball should have been caught by somebody. Big swing right off the end of the bat. Sometimes that creates a late break. Now you see where Martin is in the outfield. He started towards left center, but he did not really come hard at all. He assumed early on that he would not be a factor in that play. He gave up on it. I'm not saying it was his ball necessarily, but he should have given a little bit more effort than that.
One 1-0 on Valbuena. Cubs trying to tack on here. Already leading by 4. That's outside.
Rain has stopped, but the wind has picked up a little bit.
Derek Lowe signed with Texas on March 6th. Well, after spring training was underway. Line into the right field corner. Castillo making his way to third. A sliding stop by Cruz. David Bell's going to send him. Throw to the plate. Not in time. RBI double Valbuena.
Well, Nelson Cruz is getting a workout in that right field corner this afternoon. He's had to chase down a couple of De Jesus shots. Now this one by Valbuena. Good aggressive send by David Bell. Fastball middle in and down. You see Cruz hustling over to cut the ball off, leaves his feet, and when that kicks away, so it's 2 long throws with a wet ball, and David Bell sends Castillo all the way home. Force the other club to make 2 really good throws. You're down near the bottom of your batting order. It's a great time to be aggressive.
Barney bounces to Beltre, who looks back the runner. That's the second out. Villanueva will bat with a 6-1 lead. Cubs are 10 for 23 in this game. One and one. Derek Lowe, one of 3 pitchers in Major League history with 170 wins and 80 saves. John Smoltz, Dennis Eckersley, the other 2.
He's named after Derek Sanderson. Dad was a big hockey fan.
Threw a 1-hit complete game shutout at Wrigley Field as a Dodger back in 2005. The only hit he allowed was a leadoff infield hit to Jerry Hairston Jr. to start the bottom of the first. That was his first career 1-hitter. He threw a no-hitter with Boston in 2002. Called strike 3. That time Bill Miller committed. Cubs add a run. It's 6-1.
More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British biting, kangaroo confrontation, baby blubber, freak accidents, goofy golf, and kitten chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
Show it off, America. Show off that belt you replaced. Show off the fuel pump, the oil change, the upgrade. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above low. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Tie one on with the comedy that's the perfect fit. Suit up, suit up, suit up, 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 suit up, suit up. Snow suit up. Suit up, suit up, suit up.
Suit and sneakers. A little Ellen DeGeneres, but you pull it off.
How I Met Your Mother.
Tonight at 8 on WGN America.
Cubs fans, we want to recognize your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers for their continued support of local youth baseball leagues. Once again, the local Chevy dealers support over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. In fact, since 2010, the dealers have provided numerous leagues with equipment kits, instructional clinics, and much needed financial support. That's one more reason why we say that from the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy truly is the official vehicle of baseball. Leonis Martin shows bunt, takes ball one.
Jeff Baker has come out of the dugout. He's on deck. He'll hit for low. Martina is a good bunter.
Going to the ninth in Milwaukee, 7-2 Brewers. They're trying to sweep the Giants. Lefty Joe Ortiz.
I'd say he looks like he used to be a catcher, but he's left-handed.
Deep breath by Villanueva in the 3-1. Fouled off, 3-2. I think Ortiz listed at 5'7". Looks like we will see him in the bottom of this inning. Whoop. There's ball 4.
MLB.TV is celebrating 11 years. Join the millions of fans and subscribe today. Watch every out-of-market game live online on your favorite mobile and connected devices in HD quality with MLB.TV Premium. Visit MLB.TV today. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere.
Another familiar face returning to the north side, Jeff Baker. 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Actually was the game winner on Tuesday night. He played left. Big spring for Jeff, and made the opening day roster as a non-roster invitee.
Not been a lot of traffic on the bases for the Rangers today. 2 singles immediately erased by double play balls. Kinsler hit the solo home run, and now this walk. That's the only base runners that the Rangers have been able to muster here this afternoon.
Nothing in 2. Muster and Spate. You must have been working on your crossword puzzles the last couple days.
Rainouts are good for. The crossword puzzle, knock out a Sudoku or two. Got to stay focused, Len. It's a long season.
Fouled into the upper deck, actually onto the roof.
Villanueva, one of those guys, pretty good at pitching to the situation. Needs a strikeout, he try to get a strikeout. Looking for a ground ball, he can go there. It's because he has command of all of his pitches, really knows how to set up hitters.
Long pause before the pitch. And a foul tip strikeout. 6 for Villanueva.
Yeah, that's just, he has such a good changeup. Very few guys are going to get away with this. He missed his spot badly. Might even been a backdoor slider on him. They're trying to go down and away. But the off-speed nature of the pitch fools Baker. He missed his spot badly. And that's something he hasn't done much of today. He's been pretty spot on with his control. Dale Swaim talking about it said he's one of those guys that really knows how he can pitch to the scouting report because he can execute. And that's been a big pitch for him today, the ability to throw that fastball away to the right-handed hitters, in on the lefties. The glove side command has been very good. Kinsler got him last time, hit a home run on a changeup that floated right over the heart of the plate.
Nice play by Castro. It was in the dirt, so they'll turn the 6-4-3 double play. Third double play for the Cubs today.
Olive Garden's new lunch combinations. Choose from new calzones and sandwiches. Go handmade, go oven baked. Serve with unlimited super salad. So many lunch combinations starting at $6.95 when you go Olive Garden.
Show it off, America. Show off that belt you replaced. Show off the fuel pump, the oil change, the upgrade. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
I suffered with psoriasis for years. Then my doctor recommended psoriasin.
Psoriasin relieves itching, flaking, redness, returning skin to a healthy appearance. Psoriasin, doctor recommended for complete symptom relief.
After we stay 2 times at a hotel, who wants a free night? Free night! Free!
You ask for free, we give you free. Right now, when you book at these Choice Hotels, take 2 separate trips and you can earn 1 night free. Book now at choicehotels.com.
Why is Kellogg's Crunchy Nuts so delicious? Because every flake is double toasted, splashed with sweet honey, and covered in rich double roasted peanuts.
Yummy.
Kellogg's Crunchy Nut. It's super delicious.
Klondike's 5 seconds to glory. Jim versus Baby Talk.
I'm your little hamster.
Climb in my pocket, little hamsty wamsty.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Your favorite comedies, sports, and movies, all on WGN America.
Time now for our Honda game summary, and it's all Cubs so far, banging out 10 hits, a couple of long ones, 6-1 lead over the Rangers. So Gondo's gone after 2 1/3, and first home run, first RBI of the year for Alfonso Soriano. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves.
5'7" southpaw Joe Ortiz already has a couple of wins.
That's a pretty good ratio. 5 appearances, 2 wins. That represents the entirety of his major league career. He's a rookie who's worked his way up through the Ranger organization, just 22 years of age.
Tap foul by DeJesus. 0-2 on David.
Ortiz fastball, slider, and changeup. Suspect the lefties will see a lot of sliders, and the right-handed hitters a fair number of changeups when he comes off of his fastball. It's from Caracas, Venezuela.
On the outside corner for strike 3.
It's a painting in that at bat. David DeJesus quickly giving the scouting report to Castro. He said fastball, slider, fastball, but highly unlikely that Ortiz will attack the right-handed hitting Castro the way he went after DeJesus.
Lefties are now 0 for 12 against him after that strikeout. 0-1 to Castro.
Changeup.
Right in the middle of the zone, and Castro fair down that left field line. They'll scatter in the bullpen. And he has a 10-game hitting streak, 3rd time on base.
Brzezinski, the veteran, out to talk with his young left-hander. I want to probably go over the signs with the man on second. And may I also say, you know, you probably should have stayed with me, kid, because AJ went slider. And he said no, and he said fastball away, and Ortiz said no. How about fastball in? No. And they ultimately went to the changeup. They hung it a little bit.
Really good day for Rizzo. He lined into a double play, but hit it hard on a hit and run in the first. 2-run homer his next time up, and then got hit by a pitch in the 4th.
That's 7 extra base hits for the Cubs this afternoon.
Wind shifting just a little bit. Right now it's blowing out more to left than to center. Three and 0. We'll see the Rangers again here at Wrigley Field at some point this season. Have to find a common off day. Line shot, center field, caught. That ball was knuckling on Martin.
Martin looked like a defensive back, didn't he? Backpedaling, trying to cover Jerry Rice or something, twisted this way and that. Another good swing by Rizzo. He's had good at-bats all day long. Martin able to hang in there and ultimately make the play. And he's going to go this way, and then he's going to cross, back pedal.
Strike called on Soriano, his first homer of the year. Followed up that Rizzo blast in the 3rd. Well, he beat last year's first homer by almost a month. It was May 15th when he connected for the first time. Does it on April 18th this year. So slow starts in that regard are not uncommon for Soriano. I think the real question, JD, is does this now mean he's going to hit 6 over his next 12 games? Because when he gets hot in that regard, he gets really hot. I'll tell you, going to Milwaukee and Cincinnati, a couple of good places for home run hitters. Miami, not so much. Although I don't think it played as a crazy pitcher's park like a lot of people thought it would when the season started last year.
And I don't know how much that club has been home, and they don't have a whole lot of power in that lineup. But I believe I saw they've hit 3 home runs as a team so far this year. The Fish.
Swing and a miss on a changeup. We'll see the Fish next weekend. Cubs lead 6-1.
Arrow takes aim on WGN America.
The guy in a green hood took out 3 armed kidnappers. Put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tomorrow at 7 on WGN America.
He's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's gonna help take care of his expenses. And us? We're gonna get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at DuckTherapy.com.
Research suggests cell health plays a key role throughout our lives. One-A-Day Women's 50 Plus is a complete multivitamin designed for women's health concerns as we age. It has 7 antioxidants to support cell health. One-A-Day 50 Plus.
Olive Garden's new lunch combinations. Choose from new calzones and sandwiches. Go handmade, go oven baked. Serve with unlimited super salad. So many lunch combinations starting at $6.95 when you go Olive Garden.
Time now to check out our Budweiser fan cam. Some Boston, a rock and roll band. Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Andrus, Beltre, and Cruz against Carlos Villanueva here in the 7th. And conducting the 7th inning stretch, a new men's basketball coach at Northwestern University, and a return home for Chris Collins. Congratulations, first of all, and welcome back.
Thanks, guys. It's so great to be here, and it's good to see the Cubs getting some runs today. It's been fun.
Some early runs at that.
So do you suggest that they take the air out of the ball?
No, I'm an offensive guy.
Go.
I'm an offensive guy. So when you got your foot on the throat, you got to keep going. You got to keep scoring.
So you come to Northwestern after a long stint with Coach K at Duke. And I heard you on the radio the other day after you got hired, and I know you're very excited to be in the Big Ten and to get Northwestern to the promised land.
Yeah, you know, it's a great opportunity for me and what we're trying to build. It's a great school and a great conference. Certainly Chicago, growing up in this area, is one of the best, I think the best city in the world. And to have a chance to try to build a program at Northwestern is something I'm really excited about.
Diving stop. Valbuena, nicely done for the out.
Yeah, heck of a play here by Valbuena. He's having a nice game all the way around at the plate and now in the field, flashing a little leather. The Rangers with Adrian Beltre have one of the best third basemen in the last 10 or 15 years or so, but Valbuena standing tall today. So you come from Duke, you come to Northwestern. Northwestern, academically very challenging school like Duke. So, I mean, there is a model there, right? I mean, it's tough to get some of the athletes in because of the academics, but
Yeah, you know.
So you're going to be battling Coach K for some of these same kids.
I hope that's the case. I mean, that's what we're going to try to build, and you know, a lot of similarities, like you said, and that was one of the reasons I was attracted to come to Northwestern. Is I wanted to be in a situation where there was a standard of excellence, not only in athletics but also in academics and in all levels, and that's what Northwestern brings, and hopefully we can build a basketball program that people can be proud of.
You had a very good playing career yourself, former Mr. Basketball in Illinois, team captain at Duke. Grew up a coach's son of Doug Collins, former Bulls coach. And what did you learn from your dad about being a head coach?
Well, I think the main thing I've learned is, no matter what you've learned from the mentors you've had, and I've had some great ones, is at the end of the day, you got to take all the things you've learned and you got to put your own imprint on it. And you got to mold it into your own personality with your own beliefs and be yourself. And, really that's the advice he's given me and Coach K. And I've been around some great coaches and seen a lot of great players and been around the game my whole life. And now it's time to just take the next step and be the head coach and the leader of the Northwestern program.
Time now for our Xfinity home from Comcast. There is a new Northwestern basketball coach growing up in Northbrook. Xfinity from Comcast gives you a front row seat to all your favorite sports. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. 3-2 on Adrian Beltre. And he pops it up. I'm going to let you get ready for the stretch here, but I do want to ask you one more question. Who was your guy with the Bulls? Who was the guy, your favorite guy you talked to a lot?
You know what, my favorite player growing up was actually John Paxson. He was a guy, I was a shooter myself, and it was good to see Jordan and Pippen and all those guys, but I never really thought I could be like them. So the guy I identified with was Pax, and we've become really good friends, and he was always my favorite player.
That's great. That's a good guy to pick. Chris Collins, congratulations. And don't miss a note. We're going to be watching. All right, you'll be great.
I'll do my best. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming up. Thank you.
Chris Collins coming up with our 7th inning stretch. Inside on Nelson Cruz. And the 2-0 pitch is hit hard but foul off to the right. It's James Russell now up in the Cubs bullpen. Villanueva has been cruising along all day.
Carlos, it was not guaranteed a spot in the rotation. If you recall, in spring training, there was no guaranteed spot for him with the depth that the Cubs thought they had in that rotation.
That's deep to center and gone on top of the batter's eye for Nelson Cruz. So their 2 runs have come on solo homers, his 2nd of the year. 6-2.
Well, once you get a big lead, generally solo home runs don't beat you. You got a comfortable lead. Rangers are running out of outs. If you don't allow a bunch of base runners and then a long one, you're probably going to be okay. This is a fastball in the happy zone for Nelson Cruz. Thigh high and above, right out over the plate. See it, center, and smoke it, and he did.
Brzezinski with a ground ball to Darwin Barney. And it is stretch time with Coach Collins.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Northwestern University men's basketball coach, Chris Collins.
All right, Cubs fans, let's hear everybody sing loud. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2. You're out at the Let's get some more runs. Let's go.
I don't like to golf. I love to golf. Yowza. That's why I eat Belvita at breakfast. It's made with delicious ingredients and carefully baked to release steady energy that lasts. You're golfing now, buddy. All morning long. I got it. For the win. Uno mas. Getting closer. Belvita breakfast biscuits. Steady energy to do what I do all morning long.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above low. Yeah, we up in the
Come
clouds.
alive
Yeah,
with
we
the
up.
refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
When it comes to dating, mothers, lock up your daughters. Ask yourself one question. What would Barney do?
I'm about to drop some knowledge.
From hooking up,
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
to breaking up,
6 words. You look fat in those jeans. You're free to go.
Barney Stinson's dishing out advice on love.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Don't miss the master at work on How I Met Your Mother.
Tonight at 8 on WGN America.
Cubs leading 6-2. Great job by Chris Collins with the stretch. Joe Ortiz from the stretch. And it's 1-1 on Nate Scherholtz. Well, 2 balls and a strike. Kind of a big day for the Collinses. His dad Doug resigned as a coach of the Philadelphia 76ers today.
Really?
So he leaves the Sixers while his son Chris starting up at Northwestern.
Maybe he's going to come over and be an assistant for his son.
Don't start rumors. We only spread them. We don't start them. Well, it may give him a chance to come and watch his son coach a little bit more often in person. Action for the Rangers. That is Justin Grimm. I think he's just getting his throwing in before his next start. After his scheduled start last night was washed out. Scherholtz slams the bat down as he pops to Beltre. A little snappage from Nate Scherholtz. Pretty mild-mannered guy.
Well, I think Nate would prefer to get more starts against left-handed pitching, so he probably really values these at-bats against left-handers as an opportunity to show Dale Swain that he can handle lefties. He has at times in the past, but here he's frustrated, a little weak pop-up.
You have to be very strategic when you slam the bat like that. Make sure it doesn't come right back up and hit you. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, you've got to have control to your snappage. Don't punch the water cooler with your pitching hand.
Ortiz doesn't take a lot of time between pitches.
So for a guy like that, it makes sense to step out on him, break his rhythm a little bit.
Well, he's 3 for 3. Room to roam around.
I mean, in the general population, a 5'7" guy's below average, but you know, he's not that much below average. But when you put him out there on a major league mound, so many pitchers that are 6'3", 6'5", 6'6", he looks really tiny out there.
Maybe in some way it's an advantage just because of the arm slot, right?
That be. Yeah. Well, Billy Wagner wasn't very tall. That kid with the Royals, Collins, not very big.
I think he's about the same height as Ortiz. Yeah, 5'7", 171. Ortiz 5'7", 175. Now we start really breaking it down. Okay, they're both lefties. So what does that mean? You have to be left-handed if you're 5'7" and on the mound and have success?
Well, it's funny because, you know, when the scouts, they used to talk about, you know, the prototypical bodies. They wanted big right-handers. You could live with a smaller left-hander because they could be, he was a sinker baller, he was a crafty guy, but you know, Wagner and Collins were power guys.
4 for 4 for Castillo. This will be his first extra base hit of the day, a double.
He got lucky last time, hit a little shallow fly ball into short right center field that nobody could make a play on. Nothing lucky about this. This is a solid line drive double off the bat of Castillo. Good long at bat. This is his first career 4-hit game.
Had a 3-hit performance on May 11th of last year at Milwaukee.
Came into this game hitting .361, so it's up over 400 now. Teddy Ball game all of a sudden.
Just do it for another 140
That's all.
games or so.
That's all.
According to ESPN stats, I tweeted Anthony Rizzo's home run earlier today, 475 feet.
That was a big one.
The longest home run measured so far in the majors this season. You don't see many up against that back fence in deep right center where he hit it.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall all the years coming here, seeing one up there, and I can't. I can't recall what I had for lunch yesterday either, so that might not be saying a whole lot, but
Let's check out our AT&T U-verse replay. 475 feet.
Oof. Hanging fastball from Ogando. Crunched.
Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Ortiz throws, it's high. 2-2. Win today would get the Cubs to 5-5 against right-handed starters. Without a win against a lefty, 0-4. Beltre in foul ground has it. Beltre thought it was the third out.
That'll get you a fine in Kangaroo Court.
Barney still looking for his first hit. 0 for 4 on Tuesday, 0 for 3 today.
Pitcher spot next, but Scott Hairston's on deck swinging a bat. James Russell's been up in the Cub bullpen.
So through 3 starts, Villanueva with a 1.29 ERA was not even guaranteed a spot in the rotation when the season started, or at least spring training started. He has been terrific.
Well, same could be said for Travis Wood, too. He wasn't guaranteed a spot. He's been lights out.
Seven and a third. On Tuesday, gave up just 2 runs, took the loss. Here's the pitch. Another foul by Barney. Gondo started. He only went 2 1/3, gave up 5 runs. Derek Lowe went 2 2/3, gave up 1. Ortiz in his second inning of work. Called strike 3 to end the inning. Cubs with a big lead late here at Wrigley.
More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British Biting, Kangaroo Confrontation, Baby Blubber, Freak Accidents, Goofy Golf, and Kitten Chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
Why is Kellogg's Crunchy Nuts so delicious? Because every flake is double toasted, splashed with sweet honey, and covered in rich double roasted peanuts.
Yummy.
Kellogg's Crunchy Nut. It's super delicious.
Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above low. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with the refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Wait a sec. I found our colors.
We've made a decision.
Great. Let's go get you set up. We need brushes. You should check out our workshops.
Push your color boundaries while staying well within your budget walls.
I want to paint something else.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
They're Premium Plus interior paint only at the Home Depot and starting at $23.46 a gallon.
Great to have you with us today. 6-2, the Cubs have the lead, trying to earn a split in this rain-shortened 2-game series. They'll hit the road starting tomorrow night on WCIU, the Cubs and the Brewers. It's 7 o'clock Central Time.
Well, can't do much better than James Russell has done so far this year with a spotless earned run average in 7 appearances. Just 1 hit, 4 1/3. Lefty, lefty, lefty do up here for the Rangers.
One and nothing on Murphy. It's Moreland on deck. And then Ron Washington could pinch hit for Martine. We'll see. You were briefly a teammate of Ron Washington's, right? 1988?
Yeah, Wash.
He finished his career. The Astros.
Really a defensive specialist. Hard-nosed guy.
Rolls over on a ground ball to Barney. Washington replaced Buck Showalter prior to the 07 season. Only credited with helping Eric Chavez and his defense. In fact, Chavez gave Washington his Gold Glove trophy from 2003. Moreland went. Now 1-1.
James' dad, Jeff, longtime Major League reliever, spent a good chunk of his career with the Rangers.
Barney again.
Getting ready to make a move on that ground ball to the right side to cover first. And when he went to push off, his foot kicked out from underneath him. Always worried on a wet field about, groin pulls, strains of that nature. Don't have that good solid footing underneath.
Washington staying with Martine, lefty against lefty here. Slider misses outside.
Two outs, nobody on. Ron Washington's thinking, well, just in case we make a furious rally and have an RBI opportunity, a big RBI opportunity, maybe I would then pull the trigger and use somebody off that bench. You don't pinch hit that much in the American League, so you don't sign guys who have a lot of experience doing it generally. And, it's such a tough job to begin with. If you look at the numbers year in and year out, Major League average for pinch hitters is typically in the low 200s.
Swung on and missed.
So you may have a guy with better credentials on the bench, but the fact that he's been sitting there for three hours plus versus a guy who's been in the game, is hot, has seen live pitching all afternoon, there's no guarantee that guy coming off the bench is going to give you an AB, a better AB, even though he may be a right-handed hitter.
The game situation dictates you're down 4, 2 outs in the inning. Make it 3 as Russell with a quick 1, 2, 3, top of the 8th.
Introducing McDonald's new Premium McWrap. Gorgeous fresh vegetables and juicy, delicious chicken wrapped up in a warm tortilla. One bite, is like no bite you've ever tasted before. The new Premium McWrap. In 3 mind-blowing flavors. It's a whole new way to love McDonald's.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Arrow takes aim on WGN America.
The guy in the green hood took out 3 armed kidnappers. Put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tomorrow at 7 on WGN America. Sunday, Konerko and the White Sox host Maurer and the Twins. White Sox, Twins. Sunday, 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
Well, James Russell continues his very strong start. A 1-2-3 eighth inning. And Scott Hairston will bat for him against Jason Frazier, who's from Oak Forest, Illinois, suburb of Chicago. Went to Southern Illinois University, and at the time he was a roommate of Scott Hairston's brother, Jerry, at SIU. Former Blue Jay and White Sox.
Yeah, long-time member of that Blue Jay bullpen. 4 games so far this year with the Rangers.
Hairston with 1 hit. That was a home run. And he takes a strike. Big news out of New York today. The Yankees announcing that Derek Jeter's CT scan revealed a small crack in that injured ankle. So Brian Cashman quoted saying, looks like he won't be back until after the All-Star break.
They're a banged up club, aren't they? My goodness.
Well, and they and the Red Sox right at the top of the American League East. Red Sox going into action today at 10-4, and the Yankees at 8-5. I'll give a shout out to Kevin and Josh Dennis, 2 of the biggest Cub fans in Beardstown, Illinois. Pulled down the left field line. Fair, just inside the chalk. As Hairston will have a double. Lots of extra base hits for the Cubs.
They had more total bases today than they had the first 3 series of the season. Hanging slider from Frazier, and it's hammered by Hairston. Frazier's the all-time leader in appearances for the Toronto Blue Jays. 50-plus appearances in 8 of the last 9 seasons for Toronto. That's 9 extra base hits for the Cubs today. Get him over, get him in. This late in the ball game. Nothing wrong with a little small ball, a little 1-run strategy, try to pad that lead. Hayes is very adept at pulling the ball, so he doesn't really have to give up a lot to make that happen. Doesn't have to change his game a whole lot. He'll try to hit the ball to the right side.
Two 2-0.
He's about due to whack another one into that right field corner.
And this would be the count. Takes a strike. Tigers and Mariners scoreless in the bottom of the 4th in Seattle. They combined for 40 strikeouts in the game last night. 14 innings. Detroit won 2-1. Felix Hernandez and Max Scherzer got the start for their respective teams in that one. Second time in Major League history, two teams had each more than 18 strikeouts.
What was it, like 40% of the outs were strikeouts in that ball game?
Had to be, yeah.
And the strikeout rate for the league in general has gone up every year here lately. It's right around 20% now, but 40% is incredibly high, and that was a good-looking fastball. Jesus has a very discerning eye.
Carlos Marmol. This will not be a safe situation, but he will get the ball in the ninth. Ball 4.
The Rangers have the pitcher spot, then the top of the order in the ninth. And a little firepower on the bench. Lance Berkman, the switch hitters available. Soto, Gentry, and Garcia. So yeah, a little extra padding would be nice, given the struggles of the Cubs bullpen.
Gio back here at Wrigley Field. I've not seen him in action in this series. Might get in there when the Rangers come back for the makeup date.
There's a pair of mutual off days in May 6th and May 9th. Both clubs are off. There's the big Puma.
He doesn't like it here.
He's not a big fan.
And he admitted, look, I'm a career .215 hitter in this ballpark, so that has a lot to do with my not so pleasant comments. He admits that he can't help himself. He just has to say what he thinks. And sometimes it'll get him into trouble.
Yeah, he's a very honest guy. He kind of had to backpedal a little bit in Arlington because he talked about, initially a couple of years ago not wanting to join that Ranger club, or I can't remember exactly the comments. He thought they were maybe a little overrated at the time. But we need more guys who are willing to step outside the box, tell you what they really think. It's good for the game.
Well, there's one guy right there. And I'll tell you what, A.J. Pierzynski has a future as a broadcaster. He did a great job during the playoffs last year. And he's not done playing just yet. Chopped foul. Kevin Gregg back with the Cubs for his second tour, and he's getting loose as well. And Cameron Lowe joining the bullpen this week. Frazier just can't put away Castro. 1-2, 2 on, nobody out. Marlins will get Giancarlo Stanton back in their lineup tonight against the Cincinnati Reds. He was battling a left shoulder injury, missed 6 games. Double play ball. Kinsler will spin. Andrews will not throw, however. Tougher turn. 4 to 6 to 3, and DeJesus sliding in forced Andrews to hang on to the ball.
A good job by DeJesus as Kinsler has to spin all the way around, gather himself before making that feed, and that allows DeJesus just enough time to upset the timing of Andrews out there at second base. Couldn't get clear and free to make the throw, and finds a good opportunity here for Rizzo now, the man on third, and just 1 out.
Popped up by Rizzo. Over near the Cub dugout. Beltre makes a catch. Made it look easy. Adrian Beltre has 4 career Gold Gloves.
Brzezinski in pursuit as well, but you prefer the guy with the infielder's glove to make that play, and Beltre takes charge and puts it away. Yeah, you know, if you were to kind of make a mold for a third baseman, he'd be your guy. Big, strong, power hitter with good hands, can really play the position, drive in a bunch of runs for you. You know, you get your hands on one of those guys, you try to hang on to him because you don't shake a tree and find a third baseman like that. It's, you know, the skill set of power and good hands and strong arm. You get the complete package, you want to hang on to it.
Very difficult play, but he really made it look easy. Hairston with a pinch double. DeJesus walked, erased on the fielder's choice. Now Castro at first with 2 outs. That's below the knees. 1 and 2. Castro runs, pitches in the dirt, and Starlin doesn't even have to slide. We'll send out birthday wishes to Annie Bayless.
Good time to go there. 2 strikes, 2 outs on the hitter. Hitter's not in a favorable count. A chance to get into scoring position now. If he just flips a single somewhere, you score 2.
Swung on and missed, and Frazier gets out of the inning with no damage. We'll go to the 9th. Cubs lead by 4.
More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British Biting It, Kangaroo Confrontation, Baby Blubber, Freak Accidents, Goofy Golf, and Kitten Chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
Both Tylenol and Bayer Advanced Aspirin are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bayer Advanced Aspirin blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bayer Advanced Aspirin.
After we stay 2 times at a hotel, who wants a free night? Free night! Free
You ask for free, we give you free. Right now, when you book at these Choice Hotels, take 2 separate trips and you can earn 1 night free. Book now at choicehotels.com.
Show it off, America. Show off that alternator you replaced. Show off the battery, the brake job, the rebuilt 454. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Oh, he's a fighter, all right. Since Affleck is helping with his expenses while he can't work, he can focus on his recovery. He doesn't have to worry so much about his mortgage, groceries, or even gas bills.
Yeah, feel it. Nice work. You got it, yes!
Affleck's gonna help take care of his expenses. And us? We're gonna get him back in fighting shape.
See what's happening behind the scenes at ducktherapy.com.
Chicago Cubs baseball, brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. From shutouts to walk-offs, we've been celebrating the greatest moments in Major League Baseball for over 30 years. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer or go to shophonda.com for current offers. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Carlos Marmol with a first pitch fastball for a strike on Leury Garcia. Switch hitting infielder. Pinch hitting here in the ninth. Cubs lead 6-2.
Garcia with malicious intent with that swing. His club is down 4. His job is to get on base, but he's trying to get on the street. Carlos 1-1, 7.94 the ERA as he tries to work his way back.
Called strike 3 on a slider.
Good start.
The mercurial nature of a short reliever. Marmol really scuffled at the end of spring training, and then his first 3 outings of the regular season got removed from the closer's role.
Yeah, well, I think no matter what your job is in sport, the brain can get in the way of the body sometimes. It becomes a very mental thing with confidence and focus, and sometimes you just get to a point where you say, enough of thinking about it, I'm just going to go out and compete.
He's had 4 consecutive 1-inning no-run performances. His ERA's gone from 27 to just below 8 in that time. And you have a bullpen that badly needs somebody to kind of grab hold of this 9th inning. And it might just be him, as Kinzer really had to fight that one off. Quickly 2 outs. Dale has a little bit of a luxury right now, so to speak, in that he doesn't really have to say anything. He can use whomever he would like to in the 9th inning, but does not have to designate a closer. And even if it's Marmol for the next few appearances, he doesn't have to actually say, yeah, he's the guy. A couple of them have gotten away from him here.
I think we may get to a time where clubs start to go in that direction anyway, where they have a guy that they lean on most of the time, but nothing says you have to write in your lineup card when you put the sheet in every day who's available, what their job is going to be. You're my closer.
Well, if you're Elvis Andrus, how comfortable are you going to feel on this next pitch, considering where the first 2 have landed? One wasn't even in the same area code, and this one up at his chin.
Yeah, that's 1 hook and 1 slice if you're playing golf. Needs to find the fairway here. There you go.
He's right down the middle.
Look out his 3-wood. Just took a little off.
slider missed. Look at the pitch tracks.
Yep.
Only Carlos Marmol could do that.
You could graft that sucker.
I want him to make the Little Dipper. Swing and a miss. Full count, 3-2. Cubs win. Slider called strike 3. He strikes out 2 in the 9th. And the Cubs played maybe their best game of the year, a 6-2 victory.
A conversation we had the other night that the Dale Schwayman and the Cubs were looking for their first complete game, and they got it here today. All facets of the game. Big day with the bats, clean in the field. The pitching was outstanding. Both the starter, Villanueva, and the bullpen.
And it is now time for our Budweiser player of the game. Carlos Villanueva finally credited with a win.
Yeah, 3 outstanding starts so far, but he had been winless prior to this afternoon. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, a couple of solo home runs. Was never really in any jeopardy at all. Walked just 1, struck out 6.
Can I give you a really overrated stat?
Yes.
The Cubs left 10 on base. The Rangers left 0 because they didn't have many base runners. Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. Great times are waiting. Grab some Buds. So the Cubs with a 6-2 victory over the Rangers. And we'll have more from Wrigley Field in a moment.
More priceless moments. More adventures. More lovable animals. Get more. Bucketheads, British biting and kangaroo confrontation, baby blubber, freak accidents, goofy golf, and kitten chaos. Get more of what you love. America's Funniest Home Video starts tonight at 7 on WGN America.
Longhorn, we don't just do bacon. We do bacon on bacon. It's 5 juicy steaks, 1 tasty price, $11.99. And try our steakhouse lunch combos, like our sirloin peppercorn melt, only $7.99. Cue the spinning chair. You can't fake steak.
The boys used double miles from their Capital One venture card to fly home for the big family reunion. You must be Garth's father.
Hello.
Mother. Traveling is easy with the venture card because you can fly any airline, anytime.
2 words.
Double miles!
This guy can act.
Want to play Dodge Rock? Up, you guys. And with double miles you can actually use, you never miss the fun. Beard growing contest and go! I win! Oh! What's in your wallet?
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above low. Yeah, we up in the
Come
clouds.
alive
Yeah,
with
we
the
up.
refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
Domino's makes pizza fast, 30 minutes or less. Hot, fast, cheesy goodness.
Domino's used to be all about speed. Not anymore. We're slowing down to make our handmade pan pizza the right way, taking longer to hand press the fresh dough into the pan, adding not 1 but 2 layers of cheese. And we had to slow our ovens down to get that golden crust on the bottom of it. It does take a little bit longer to make, but it makes all the difference.
Try a handmade pan pizza with 2 toppings for just $7.99.
You are getting hungry.
Cubs beat the Rangers 6-2 and split this rain-shortened 2-game set. And we have Cubs catcher Wellington Castillo with us. Career high 4 hits today. Welly, we were all surprised we were even going to play today. It didn't rain much, and probably the best, most complete game of the year for this team.
Oh, you gotta come to the ballpark and prepare, no matter what, because you're not the one that take the last decision. So, I just came to the park, and I think all my teammates came to the park and just prepare like we're gonna play, and they said we're gonna start on time, and we did. We was prepared for it.
Clearly, you were 4 knocks today. You had that one little pop-up that fell in, but everything else, you're hitting the ball hard. And you really got on top of that line drive to right field off Ogando. That's not easy to do, to get on, because he lights it up there about 95 miles an hour. He must be seeing the ball really well.
Yeah, I feel really good. I just don't try to do much. Just trying to put the ball in play and stay out of strikeout. And trying to help my team with my offense and my defense too.
Last question, Welly. Carlos Villanueva has been terrific through 3 starts, gets a win today. What's been his key so far?
Working on top of the hitter, that's going to be his keys. He's been working like really hard, and we've been on the same page. But I think he's know what to do. He get his own report of the hitter. He know what they're doing. And, we just talked to before the game and to try to be on the same page. But his key's been working on top of the hitter.
Great game today, Wellington. We'll see you in Milwaukee tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
That's Wellington Castillo, 4 for 4, and the Cubs win 6-2 the final.
This is almost too good to be true. Introducing all-you-could-eat wings only at Golden Corral. This is off-the-chart huge. This incredible wing fest is something only Golden Corral can do. Dig into endless buffalo wings, amazing spicy garlic wings, Tennessee barbecue wings, teriyaki honey wings, boneless wings too. All you can eat, and it's every night of the week. It's Golden Corral's new wing fest. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for one amazingly low price, and it's only at Golden Corral. Help yourself to happiness.
This is Kevin. To prove to you that Aleve is the better choice for him, he's agreed to give it up.
It's today?
We'll be with him all day as he goes back to taking Tylenol.
That was okay, but after lunch, my knee started to hurt again, and now I gotta take more pills. Yep. Another pill stop. Can I get my Aleve back yet? For my pain, I want my Aleve.
Look for the Easy Open Red Arthritis Cap.
Switch your car insurance to Geico, and we could help you save on boat and motorcycle insurance too. Other insurance companies are green with envy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, but this is all wrong. I would never say that.
Well, what would you say?
Well, I'd probably emphasise the savings. Lose that green with envy bit. Rubbish. It's just a reference about my complexion.
But the focus groups thought that
Focus groups? Geico doesn't use focus groups. Excuse me, no one told me we were using focus groups.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Our next WGN telecast of Cubs baseball will be on the U tomorrow night. Brewers hosting the Cubs. Game 1 of a 3-game series will hit the air at 7. We're also back on WGN coming up on Sunday at 1 Central. Once again, our final score, the Cubs 6, the Rangers 2. Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN television has been brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Stay tuned. The Toyota 10th inning is next.
I'm Margaret Belton, and this is my father, Kevin Belton.
This is Grandpa Wilf, and he was the patriarch, and we'd love to find out more about him. We're going into Ancestry.com.
Wilfred.
Belton.
Immigration and travel.
Liverpool, England.
Is this when he came over? Wow, this is so cool.
Look at the picture. Now, I heard rumors that he was a stowaway.
Well, you're finding out the secrets.
Make your own discoveries with the help of Ancestry.com. Start searching for free right now.
This changed my life. It's not a cigarette. It looks and feels like a real cigarette. It draws and tastes like a real cigarette, but without the smoke, the ash, or the flame. This is the 21st century smoke. It delivers nicotine with smooth puffs from a water-based vapor that dissipates quickly and leaves no odor. So you can use it almost anywhere without offending those who are sensitive to smoke. And that is life-changing. 21st Century Smoke. True smoking pleasure, available everywhere.
Actually pretty tasty. It's from Special K. It's only 240 calories.
New Special K flatbread breakfast sandwiches.
You guys can come back tomorrow. It'll be fantastic.
A breakfast revelation. What will you gain when you lose? Olive Garden's new lunch combinations. Choose from new calzones and sandwiches. Go handmade, go oven baked. Serve with unlimited super salad. So many lunch combinations starting at $6.95 when you go Olive Garden.
Arrow takes aim on WGN America.
A guy in a green hood took out 3 armed kidnappers. Put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tomorrow at 7 on WGN America.
This is the Toyota 10th inning show. Carlos Villanueva gets his first win, first decision as a Chicago Cub, as the Cubs beat the Rangers 6-2. 13 hits for the Cubs, including back-to-back home runs in the third inning. Rizzo with his fourth, Soriano with his first. So the Cubs head off to Milwaukee to start a three-city trip tomorrow night. We'll wrap it up from the ballpark coming up. The 10th inning show is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Switch your car insurance to Geico, and we could help you save on boat and motorcycle insurance too. Other insurance companies are green with envy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, but this is all wrong. I would never say that.
Well, what would you say?
Well, I'd probably emphasise the savings. You know, lose that green with envy bit. Rubbish. It's just a reference about my complexion.
But the focus groups thought that
Focus groups? Geico doesn't use focus groups. Excuse me. No one told me we were using focus groups.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Wait a sec. I found our colors.
We've made a decision.
Great. Let's go get you set up. We need brushes. You should check out our workshop.
Push your color boundaries while staying well within your budget walls.
I want to paint something else.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
They're Premium Plus interior paint only at the Home Depot and starting at $23.46 a gallon.
Oh, we up for the glow show. Yeah, we down here on the ground. Yeah, we up above. Yeah, we up in the clouds. Yeah, we up.
Come alive with a refreshing taste of Lipton iced tea. Feel the taste.
We put the slap in your slapstick. We put the split in your side splitting. We give you your kicks with Kicks. America's funniest home video starts at 7 tonight on WGN America. Arrow takes aim on WGN America.
A guy in a green hood took out 3 armed kidnappers. Put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tomorrow at 7 on WGN America.
The 10th inning show is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Well, looking ahead now, I mean, last week, if we had looked ahead to the Brewers series, you'd say, well, that looks like a pretty good one, but the Brewers are heating up. They now have won 4 in a row after sweeping the Giants. At Cincinnati next week, the Reds off to an 8-7 start. Then the struggling Miami Marlins, but never easy to win on the road. 10-game trip. You always started saying, well, let's win at least 5 and go from there.
Yeah, I get off to a good start, and that has not been easy. The Cubs have really struggled in Milwaukee the last couple of seasons.
So the final score from Wrigley today. In 2 hours and 37 minutes, the Cubs 6, the Rangers 2. Stay dry, everybody.
Sunday, Konerko and the White Sox host Maurer and the Twins. White Sox, Twins. Sunday, 1:30 East, 10:30 West on WGN America.
We now join our program already in progress.
I like this. Good idea.
No, it's not fun. They're all about you, man. They're all about you.
Come on. Oh, look. There's one for you. That one.
Hey, other guy. My battery died in the parking lot. Do you have any jumper